I've witnessed countless warm-ups in my time, but let me tell you, none compare to what Wembanyama brings to the table. This isn't your average pregame routine of dunks and jumpers. Oh no, this is a mind-blowing full-body experience. Wembanyama is usually seen bear crawling on his palms with his bare toes gripping the floor. He spends a significant amount of time warming up those massive size 20.5 feet. Sometimes, we see him with 3 tennis balls at once before he turns his back and begins catching them over his shoulder with his back turned. Now, this sounds more like a circus act than a warm-up routine for an NBA player. But trust me, every move, every drill, every aspect of Wembanyama's preparation is meticulously planned. And behind this one-of-a-kind talent, there's a man who's been instrumental in shaping his journey to the NBA and keeping him healthy. Meet Guillaume Alquier. Now, Alquier was handpicked by Wembanyama's team, and he has been the driving force behind keeping this 7'5" phenom healthy and primed for the demanding NBA workload that awaits him. But before we dive into the details, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our content. Now, welcome to the world of Wemby and Alquier, where preparation meets greatness. Let's get into it. To prevent injury, Wembanyama could have sat the season out, trained privately, and still gone #1 on draft night. But instead of taking the safe route, Wemby is out there on the court, giving it his all. With Metropolitan's 92 on the French Pro A Finals, he played a staggering 58 games this season. And get this, under Alquier's supervision, he hasn't missed a single one since September. Wembanyama's offseason move to Metropolitan's 92 had quite a bit to do with keeping him healthy. Last year, he played for Asvel, but it wasn't all smooth sailing. Wembanyama faced inconsistent playing times and roles, and to top it off, a back injury put him on the sidelines for 8 long weeks. But Wembanyama's agents, Bruno Ndaye and Jeremy Mejana, had a master plan in mind. They knew that a change of scenery could do wonders for their rising star, and that's when Metropolitan's 92 stepped in. This non-EuroLeague team offered him a chance to play fewer games, which meant more time for practice, recovery, and honing his skills. Plus, he was lucky enough to work with coach Vincent Collet, who also coaches the French national team. And it also enabled the 19-year-old to bring a dedicated body man along for the ride. Often overshadowed by the incredible 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, Alquier is an unassuming figure on the sidelines, sporting a beard and a touch of gray in his hair. This 30-year-old hails from the city of Pau. It was here where Alquier's coaching journey began back in 2015. Working with the local club, Pau Artes. Starting at the youth level, he steadily climbed the ranks and eventually found himself coaching at the prestigious Pro A level. Alquier's dedication to his craft goes beyond the court. He holds a master's degree in sports and conditioning, which he earned from the nearby town of Tarbes. Now, it wasn't just talent and hard work that led Alquier to this point. It was also his strong relationship with Mamadou Ndaye. Alquier had the opportunity to work closely with ComSport clients, including Petr Corneli, a 2016 draft pick. The Alquier and Wemby partnership officially began after Wembanyama's eye-opening trip to the United States last August. Alquier's philosophy is all about more than just keeping Wembanyama flexible. He places a strong emphasis on natural movements, honing his actions, coordination, and activating his body in the process. It's not just about sitting on the bench during timeouts either. Whenever Wembanyama takes a breather, he's right there, doing activation exercises on the side, squats, jumps, and other simple movements that mirror in-game action. Now, you might be wondering about Wembanyama's weightlifting routine. Well, it's an interesting approach. While he does hit the weights regularly, the focus is on building strength gradually, not on adding significant bulk. You see, the goal isn't for him becoming a hulking giant, not at this stage, especially when his body is still developing naturally. According to Alquier, the key is finding the right balance. He's adding some weight normally, but not 10 or 20 pounds every month. That could be difficult for his motor control, his knees, his joints. We try to build it as best as we can, Alquier explained. Wemby's workout regimen is no joke, and his diet is just as intense. For the past 5 years, he has followed a meticulous 5 meal a day plan. This plan is carefully calibrated to strike the right balance between adding necessary weight and maintaining optimal motor control, protecting his knees and joints. The team. Let's take a closer look at the impact their collaboration has had on Metropolitan's 92. You see, initially, Coach Vincent Collet had planned to step down and focus on coaching the national team for the Paris Olympics. However, he made the decision to stay at Metropolitan's in order to work with Wembanyama during his final year playing in France. Now, The entire team's setup was redesigned to support Wembanyama's development this season, and boy, has it paid off. Wemby has not only established himself as the top player in the league, but he also clinched the league MVP title and led his team to the Pro A Finals. On a typical off day, Wembanyama and Alkier start their work 90 minutes before Metropolitan's 92 holds practice. They kick things off with a comprehensive warm-up routine and a light lifting session. Alkier customizes their exercises to target weaknesses while also taking a holistic approach. This includes incorporating hand-eye coordination and vision drills during recovery periods between sets. And when it comes to the workouts, Alkier prefers much of the body work to be done barefoot. This approach focuses on strengthening Wembanyama's feet, enhancing stability for both landing and launching. As Alkier puts it, if your foot is strong, everything is strong too. The training sessions typically alternate between leg exercises, upper body workouts, and coordination drills. It's not just about flexibility. Their stretching routine aims to sharpen control over the flexibility and improve coordination in the process. According to Alkier, the most important aspect is building strength in the leg to produce force for basketball. Whether it's playing inside, defending, or posting up, strong legs are crucial. Core activation follows. And finally, they focus on prevention exercises to ensure optimal health throughout the season. Now, we all know Wemby has been tearing it up over in Europe, but how will he fare in the NBA? Well, the truest test of Wembanyama's body is about to begin with the rigors of the NBA schedule. Wembanyama faced a lot of challenges last season at Asvel. Man, it was tough. He dealt with a back injury, a right shoulder issue, and even a fractured finger. But since moving to Metropolitans and working with the incredible trainer, Alkier, things have been looking up. I mean, playing just 1 or 2 games a week domestically with reduced travel is way less demanding. Just imagine the crazy NBA schedule of up to 5 games a week and constant flights packed into an 82-game season. But what's even more reassuring is Alkier really knows Wembanyama's body inside out. He's been instrumental in keeping him healthy, tracking his sleep manually and all. There's even a chance Alkier might join Wembanyama in San Antonio to continue working their magic together. But hey, nothing's confirmed yet. The Spurs know they have a big responsibility in managing Wembanyama's rookie workload and ensuring his long-term health. I mean, this guy has one of the most unique frames in the history of the sport. They can't afford to take any risks. It's going to be a busy summer for Wembanyama. He's got a jam-packed summer ahead of him. His LNB Pro A season might end just days before the NBA draft. Then, he's diving straight into the Summer League, where he's expected to make a splash on opening night as the #1 pick. And guess what? He's also planning to participate in the FIBA World Cup for France. Training camp for that starts in late July. And if this season is any evidence, we already know that Wembanyama wants to play every single game. This guy's got an insane passion for the sport, and as his San Antonio debut gets closer, it's reassuring to see that his current routine is paying off. According to Alkier, Wembanyama is all about that improvement. He's super focused and always trying to understand every aspect of the game. And you know what? When you truly know and understand why you're doing something, you become more active in the work. That's the mindset Wembanyama brings to the table. Injuries. Injuries are an unfortunate part of sports, affecting both superstars and role players alike. From Yao Ming and Greg Oden to Kristaps Porzingis, Zion Williamson, and Anthony Davis, these guys had and have incredible potential. But their injury history has left fans feeling a bit uneasy. But what about Wembanyama? The 2023 #1 pick and the future star has already garnered attention, and some people are labeling him as injury-prone. This has raised concerns among fans eagerly awaiting his arrival in the Alamo City. But let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Despite his unique size and frame, Wembanyama doesn't have a significant injury history. Wembanyama has had a dedicated support team throughout his professional career in France. And while injuries can never be completely prevented, let's also consider the San Antonio Spurs' successful history of managing the career of the legendary Tim Duncan. Despite his many knee injuries, the Spurs coaching staff, led by the great Greg Popovich, excelled in player management. So there's reason to relax and get excited about the upcoming season without fearing for Wemby's future before his NBA career has even begun. Then again, nobody else in the league is quite like Wembanyama, and the Spurs are about to find out why, especially if he proves to be as durable as he has been. With the 2023 NBA draft just around the corner, all eyes will be on the Barclays Center in Brooklyn on Thursday, June 22nd. Once Wembanyama is officially drafted to the Spurs, his NBA journey begins. Now let me know what you think the ceiling of Wembanyama in the NBA is in the comments below. And always, if you haven't, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. Thanks for joining us today, and we can't wait to see you next time as we continue to bring you the latest and greatest in the world of NBA.